Hello students, this is the next video on aptitude and reasoning, and in this video we'll be dealing with data interpretation. You have heard of this name earlier also. What actually this contains? It contains nothing but graphs, graph-based question or table-based question or bar diagram-based question. And these bar diagrams and these graphs are almost similar because there's nothing different. The only difference is it is here in bar diagrams that data is given in the form of bars, nothing else. And this pie chart. Okay, so these are different kinds of questions which we used to get in from data interpretation, and means the kind of question we used to get. They're very easy. They're not of the cat level. They're very easy. You can directly answer all the questions just by looking at the graph or by doing very easy calculations, quick calculations. Okay, let us start. Let us start. We'll be discussing graphs and tables and then pie chart because bar diagram is almost same as graph. So just the shape of the diagram is different. So let us start with the graph first topic, and we'll discuss this data interpretation directly with through examples only. Okay. So let us take what first example. So this is the example. Now suppose some balance sheet of some ABC corporation is given, and here the point is 150, then 250 in year 2002, and it is 480 in the year 2003, and 500 in the year 2004. Okay. Now on the basis of this graph, you have to answer the question. The first question is increase in profit in absolute terms in the year 2001 to 2002. So from year 2001 to year 2002, what will be the increase in profit? You have to give the answer in absolute terms. Absolute terms means nothing, but the direct value is given, which is equal to 250 minus 150, and this is equal to 100 CR. This is your answer for first question. If it is written like 2003 to 2004, then you have to take, if it is written like 2000, let us take all 2002 2003, then it will be 480 minus 250, which is equal to 230 CR. And for 2003 2004, it will be 500 minus 480, and this is equal to 20 CR. So highest value we have here and the lowest here. Okay, so highest absolute increment which is observed in which year, if it is asked that you have to find the highest absolute increment, then highest absolute increment is nothing in the year of, is given in the year of 2002 to 2003, and least increment is from 2003 to 2004. Okay, now this is one kind of question. Second question, percentage increase in profit in year 2002 to 03. In 2002 to 03, you have to find the percentage increase. So how to find percentage increase? But the percentage increase would be equal to 480, which is in year 2003, okay, minus 2002, which is 250, divided by 250 into 100, and this will give you the it's around 92%, I guess. So this will give you the percentage change, and the same by using the same technique, you can find the percentage change in for all the other years. Okay. Now the third thing, see, these are easy. We have discussed these things in percentage and also in profit and loss. Okay. So the third thing is growth rate for duration 2001 to 04. Okay, you have to find a growth rate. How to find growth rate? Growth rate is equal to final year's profit minus base year profit, and this is divided by the base year profit. Why we have taken final and base? Because they asked growth year for this particular duration, where 2004 is the final one and 2001 is the base one. Okay? If it is when it would have been written here 03 2001 to 2003, then the final year it will the here you have to write the value of whatever value you have at 2003. Okay? But since it is given for the complete duration, so our value will be final year profit, which is with 500, and the base here is 150, and this is divided by 150 into 100, and this will give you 233%. Okay, now the fourth one, which is a little bit tricky. I mean, all these three, these are easy, you can easily solve. Where when they used to ask average, sorry, we used to ask average annual growth rate. For average annual growth rate, we have a formula which is increase in profit for duration divided by base year's profit. This is a direct formula for average annual growth rate. So it is equal to increase in profit for the duration annual, since annual, so for a year, for a complete duration we are talking. So increase in profit is 500 minus 150 divided by base year's profit, and this is into 100 upon number of years. This is the complete formula. Sorry, I forgot to write that. This increase in profit for duration divided by base year's profit into 100 divided by number of years. So increase in profit for duration will be 500 minus 150 divided by base year's profit, which is 150, into 100 divided by number of years, nothing but 3. Why 3? Because annual average annual growth rate, and it is written like increase in profit for duration. Duration is written here. So it means why it is 3? It is 3 because 2001 to 02, 2002 to 03, and 2003 to 04. So basically we have 3. Okay, that's why we have written here 3, because here when we are calculating average annual growth rate, we are talking about the durations. Okay, so this is when you solve this, you'll get 66.66%. Okay, and this is your final answer. So this is actually the important part where you can get stuck. So just learn this formula for average annual growth rate. You have to take increase in profit for the duration divided by base year's profit into 100 divided by number of years. Okay, and now the last one, which is the very easy one. I am just discussing this because so that you will not get confused. If they ask you average profit, then average profit will be equal to the sum of profits of durations, sum of profit of durations divided by total number of years. ठीक है, here sum will be 150 plus 250 plus 480 plus 500, and total number of years here will be 4. So our answer will be 345. ठीक है, here number of years 4. Why? Because we are talking about each and every single year. ठीक है, average profit, and for average annual growth rate we'll be talking about durations. ठीक है, so this is the difference, and just keep this in mind, and this is the only important and the tricky one from the graphs. And now the next kind of question on graph, the next kind of formula, basically not the question, the formula is capacity utilization. Capacity utilization. ठीक है, what is the formula for? The formula is total production divided by total capacity into 100. ठीक है, see these actually by giving a graph they can ask you anything, or if it is a question, it is, if in any question it is given like you have to find the capacity utilization, then you should know the formula. Okay, this is not certain कि आपको यही question मिलने वाला है या यही चीज वो पूछने वाला है, they can ask you anything. ठीक है, so we are discussing actually each and every kind of possibilities, right? So let us take one example on this also. So this is the question for on capital capacity utilization. The question is the total capacity of Tata Nano car plant in Gujarat is 150 cars per day. This is the total capacity. ठीक है, means our denominator. ठीक है, we have a formula total production divided by total capacity into 100. So total capacity is given for a plant is 150 cars per day. Okay, so 150 is fixed. Now in the month of April, in question it is given, in the month of April 2009, plant manufactured at a rate of 120 cars per day. So basically in the month of April 2009, total production is 120 cars per day. Okay, now and due to sharp increase in demand in May 2009, plant increases its production to 200 cars per day. In April 2009, it has a production of 120 cars per day, and in May 2009, it increases its production to 200 cars per day. So you have to find the capacity utilization for April and May 2009 separately, of course. So for April 2009, your capacity utilization if it is represented by CU, it is equal to total production. In April 2009, plant manufactured is nothing but produced at 120 cars per day, so it means 120. Total capacity, we have initially, it is given 150 divided by 150, and this is into 100 is 80%. And in May 2009, our capacity utilization will be equal to, in May 2009, plant increases its production to 200 cars per day. So 200 divided by 150 into 100, which is equal to 133%. This is very simple one, and the maximum possibility for this question, okay, means the maximum they can do is they can provide you question on capacity utilization, and you have to answer like this. Just you have to know the formula, okay. And in the earlier part, the important one is the fourth one, which is actually the annual growth rate, annual average annual growth rate. That is important. Okay, so this is all we have with the graphs kind of data interpretations. Now next is the table kind of a thing. It is also very easy. Directly by looking into the table, you'll be able to answer all the questions of engineering examination, whether it can be gate or any means. They not even touch the difficulty level of CAT. They are very much below that. Okay, so specifically when it comes to DI. Okay, so let us take one example on this also. Now, this is the table given, and you have to answer the questions as per the table. Okay, these are some crops given and the years and their production is given, the production rate is given. Okay, so let us directly move on to the question. See, no need to read the table. In data interpretation question, no need to read the table. Just directly go to the question and then come back to the table. Okay, so the first question is the production of sugarcane in 93 to 94, it means this year, and the production of sugarcane here is this 152.2. Okay, in 152.2, this, okay, was approximately what percentage of production of rice in 92 to 93, is approximately what percentage of rice in 92 to 93 में rice किधर है? This is rice, 86.4. So they are asking what production of sugar cane was approximately what percentage of production of rice. Simple question. Required percent is equal to production of sugar cane in this. It is given 152.2 is what percent of production of rice. It is 86.4, and this into 100, and it is approximately equal to 176%. That is the answer. Okay, this is for what this is for such kind of question you can solve directly. We did such kind of questions earlier also. Production of sugarcane in 1993-94 was approximately what percentage of rice? Okay, so you have to answer production of sugarcane in terms of percentage of rice. So you just have to divide both the values and multiply it by 100. Now move on to the second one. Second one is the production of what type of crop was going to increase in each year in a given year. So just you have to see the table कि कौन सा crop and which type of crop is continuously increasing. So let us take 20.5, 22, 24. Again, no, it decreases to 23. Now oil seeds 32, 34, 40, 42, 46, 45. Yes, oil seed is actually increasing. Okay, so for rice also 80, 86, 88, 92, and this 94.2, 90.8. This is also increasing, 80 to 86, then to 88.2, 92, and then 94 and 90. No, sorry, this is decreasing here. Here last it is 90.8, so it is decreasing. Then sugarcane, you can check 140, 150, 152, 160. No, again here it decreases. And rest when you check, you'll find out that all the others except oil seeds decreases in some of the other years. Okay. Now the third part is you have to find the average production of pulse in a given year. Pulses का average production निकालना है in the given years. How you'll find out? You'll find out by 20.5 plus 22.4 plus 24.6 plus 23.5 plus 27.8 plus 28.2, and this complete will be divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and this will give you the answer 24.5. This is the answer because they asked you to find the average production of pulse in the given years. So production of pulse is this, and given years, this is for all the given year. This is the value of pulses. Now the fourth one is Again, very simple. It is asking you to find the production of oil seeds was what percentage of total crops provided in the year 1991 to 1992. Production of oil seeds. Okay, production of oil seeds. First of all, production of oil seed is in this particular year of 91 to 92 is this 32.4. So first write 32.4. Now they are asking was what percentage of total crops provided in the year. So what is the sum? You have to write this sum here into 100, and this will give you the final value around 7.2%. Right, this is clear. They're asking you in the year 1991 to 1992, what was the production of oil seeds? Production of oil seed in this particular year is this was what percentage of total crops provided in the year. Total crops is nothing but the sum of all these crops, right, which is given as 450. So 32.4 divided by 450 into 100. Okay, and the last one is it is asking in which of the following years the total production of oil seeds in the year 94 to 95. Oil seeds का production in 94 to 95 is 42.4. Just right here. This is 42.4 plus in 95 to 96, which is 46.8, and then 96 to 97, then it is 52.4. Okay, was equal to the production of wheat. So let us say let's find the value of this. What is the value of this? It is equal to 141.6. Okay, now let us check that let us check the wheat. Wheat 130.2, 138.4, 146.8, 141.6. So this value is equal to the production of wheat in which year? In the year 94 to 95. So our answer will be 1994 to 1995. In this year, the total production of oil seeds, which is in these 3 years, is equal to the production of wheat. Okay, so this is what we have for the tables. This is also very easy. As I said, in gate examination and in all the engineering examinations, you'll not be getting very tough questions from this DI and all. You can directly answer all the questions. You see, all these questions are previous years only. Okay, now the next part and the last part which we'll be discussing on DI is pie charts. Okay, these are also very easy, just in case you have some kind of confusion, so it should be clear. There are two types of pie charts. First is pie charts in angular form, where degree is given in the sector. Okay, and second one is pie charts in percent form. Here the values are given in terms of percentage. Okay, so conversion is nothing but conversion. Conversion is nothing but 100% is considered as equal to 360 degree. So 1% will be equal to 3.6 degree. Similarly, 360 degree is considered as 100%. It means 1 degree will be equal to 100 by 360, which is equal to 10 by 36 percent. Okay, these are the two kind of conversions which actually we do in pie charts. Okay, which are required as per the questions. Let us take example on both the types, one on the angular form and the other on the percentage form, and then just look out what actually they used to ask from. So this is a pie chart given in angular form where section-wise composition of 720 students is given. Like A section is 105 degree, 90 degree, 85 degree, and 80 degree. So basically, this pie chart is given in angular form. How to solve such things? Let us move on to the first part. First question: students in section A is how many percent more than B? You have to find students in section A. Students in section A are 105 degree, in B are 90 degree. They are how many percent more than B? So to find this, you have to 105 minus 90 divided by 90 into 100. Directly you can find the answer as 16.66%. You need not to convert to any other form because it is asking the percentage. So when you divide, automatically you'll get your answer. Okay, so this is the easy one. We discussed this in graphs and in tables also. How to find percentage means how to find how which one is how much percent more than the other one. Okay. Now the second question is students in section A is how many times that of students in section D. Now, students in section A are 105 degree, in D are 80 degree. Okay, so what they're asking students in section A is how many times than that of students in section D. So to find this, what you have to do is you have to divide 105 by 80, and this will provide you the final answer. Okay, try to read the question carefully. Here it is written how many percent more. That's why we have divided, why we have subtracted and then we have divided by the initial value. Okay, here it is asking how many times than that of students in section D. You just have to divide. Okay, you just have to find A is equal to how many times of D. So to find these times, you have to divide A by D. Simple. Okay. So then third one is you have to find number of students in all sections. Number of students in all sections. How will you find that? First thing, 360 degree will give 720 students. Why? Because it is given that this complete pie chart is the composition of 720 students. It means this complete 360 degree will give 720 students, right? So 1 degree will give 720 divided by 360, which is equal to 2 students. 1 degree will give 2 students. Okay, now section wise you have to find all students. Section A contains how many number of students? 105 degree. So it is equal to 105 into 2. Since 1 degree is equal to 2 students, so 105 degree is equal to 105 into 2. For B, it will be 90 degree is equal to 90 into 2. And for C, it is equal to 85 degree, which is equal to 85 into 2. Similarly, for D, it will be 80 into 2. This is 160, this is 170, this is 180, and this is 210. These are the answer, number of students. Okay, you have converted your the degree, the angular form into number of students form by using this particular step. Okay, now the last one is you have to find the percentage composition of students. How to find percentage composition of students? Now you have to convert degree into percentage. Okay, here number of students in all sections. So you have to convert degree into number of students. Here they are asking the percentage composition of students. Okay, so you have to convert the angular form into percentage form, and this we have discussed this conversion here. 360 degree is considered as 100%. So 1 degree will be equal to 100 by 360. Okay, so section A it has 105 degree. So 105 degree, if you need to convert into percentage, so it will be 105 into 100 by 360, which is equal to 29.167%. Similarly, for section B, it will be 90 degrees. So 90 into 100 by 360, which is equal to 25%. For C, it will be 85 into 100 by 360. And for D, it will be 80 into 100 by 360. Okay, so just you have to look at the question, what it is exactly trying to ask, what it is trying to convey. Like here it is asking percentage composition, so you have to convert degree, the given form which is angular form, into the percentage form. Here it is asking the number of students, so you have to convert, but you have pie chart in degree, so you have to convert it into number of students. Okay, so you have to convert it into number of students. This is the angular form, the first kind of pie chart. Now the next kind of pie chart will be the percentage form, where the pie chart is given in terms of percent. Now this is the second kind of pie chart in which a percentage are given. Okay, pie chart is given in terms of percentage. So if you need to find sectional composition in this kind of pie chart, then A in this case will be equal to 10%. 10% of what? 10% of total, which is equal to 450. So its value will be 45. Similarly, B will be 35% of 450. This is its value is 157.5. For C, you can calculate 112.5, and for D, it will be 125. D will be 30% of 450. Similarly, here also in this case, you can calculate A's composition as 15%, 15% of total, which is not 450, it is 1080 here, and then this will be 162. For B, you can calculate it as 324. For C is 216, and for D it will be 378. Okay, so this is how you can convert the percentage into the absolute terms. Now, if they'll ask you to find the growth rate, find the growth rate for section A, then growth rate for section A is nothing but equal to 162 minus initial value, which is 45, divided by 45 into 100, and this is equal to 260%. And this is your growth rate. If they ask for growth rate, if they ask you to find the growth rate for duration 2001 to 2006, because this is the data for 2001 and this is the data for 2006, and they'll ask you to find the growth rate for this particular duration. Then how can you find? You can find it by taking the complete value now, minus 450 divided by 450 into 100, and this will give you 140%. Since now we are not talking about the individual section, we are talking about the complete duration. So we'll take the complete value, which is 450 and 1080, and then we have subtracted, divided by 450, multiplied by 100, and we get our final answer. Okay, so this is the second kind of pie chart in which the percentage values you can convert into the absolute terms by taking the percentage of the total values. And in the last example, I have already discussed that just you have to understand the question they are asking. If they're asking questions in it means in question, if they used to ask that you have to find number of students, then you have to convert the angular form into number of students by following 360-degree consists of total composition. So it means 1 degree will be this number of students, right? And if they'll ask you the answers in percentage composition, then you have to convert degree into percentage, where 360-degree means 100%. Okay, this is what is all about the data interpretation for engineering examinations, and this is very simple. And the question which you will get in examination, that will also be very simple. Okay, so basically I have discussed all the kinds of questions which they used to ask. These are all previous year questions only. So just go through this video and try not to waste so much time on this particular topic, because it's quite easy and you'll get direct questions on it. Just understand those formulae which actually you don't know. Okay, like the average annual growth rate, or the formula capacity utilization. So like this, like those formulas, just learn and just go through it once, and I'll provide you the questions on this. Thank you for watching.